Go.
Hi, Kuchichin Conservancy water quality teams. So what we're going to do today is go over a couple of the components of your testing crates that we think their purpose might have gotten lost over time. We have here a laboratory test sample kit, and also all of our crates will have one of these bottles in them. You can see they're labeled lab/grab samples. What these are for is if you happen to get a result in the nitrate or phosphate parameters that is above 0. If that should happen to you while you're out testing, the first thing you should do is retest to make sure that that's an accurate result. And if you find on your second test it's still high, then what we would like for you to do is collect a sample to bring to the lab for verification. So, what you will need to do is take this lab grab sample bottle out of your crate, and like your test tube, you're going to want to fill it and rinse it out 3 times. Alright, so now you have your water sample. You're going to want to open up the sample bag here, and in it you will find a list of instructions, and you will find 2 bottles. One of them is for nitrate-nitrogen samples, and the other is for phosphate samples. The phosphate bottle has the yellow cap, the nitrate bottle has the white cap, and they will be labeled on the top of the cap as well. So, if you have a high phosphate result, you're going to want to open up your bottle here. And this part is important. Remember the rule about rinsing things 3 times? You're going to want to break that rule for this one, because these bottles have preservatives in them that we don't want to wash out, because that will affect the quality of the sample. And you just simply pour from your big grab sample bottle into the lab sample bottle until it reaches the fill line on the side that's about at the shoulder of the bottle. See, easy as that. Now the nitrate sample bottle, same deal, you don't rinse it. This one doesn't have a fill line, so you're going to want to fill it to the shoulder of the bottle. And once you have that all together, you will also find in the crate a box of cold compresses. You're going to want to follow the directions on the side and pop them to activate them. They can be a bit tricky. Once they're activated, you want to sandwich your bottle or bottles, as the case may be, in between them. Put them back into your sample bag, and this will keep them cool while you're transporting them. And you'll notice the sample bag has a label on it. We're going to want you to fill that out. And now you have one of 2 choices. You can take your sample to the lab in Craighurst. The address and operating hours are going to be on your instruction sheet. Fair warning, if you do this, there will be paperwork, and you're going to have to be pretty strict about getting them in within the operating hours. The other option is to bring the samples back to the Kuchichin Conservancy office, which you will probably be doing anyway to drop your stuff off. Give them to us and we'll bring them to the lab for you. And one thing to note is if you happen to sample during a time when the lab in Craighurst or the Kitchen Conservancy office isn't open, we're going to want you to put the whole unit here in your refrigerator to keep it cool until you can bring it to one of those two locations. So that about wraps things up. Happy sampling!